Okay, welcome to Pens of John Paul. My name is Elvis. This is our Halloween special. I've come back out of hiding just to moderate this today.
Yeah, he's alive.
Joining me today is Ben from Billy Talon. Y'all might know him. Of course, Roy Orbison. Everybody recognizes Roy over here. We got Stevie Nicks there in the corner. And of course, Keith Richards is joining us. It's nice of you to show up between blood transfusions. And at the end there, Paul Simon. So this is our special. They want us to read this play here, this musical play. We're only going to read it. We're not singing it. They're not paying enough to do that.
I'm not singing anymore.
Well, you would, Paul. You've always been a bit of a socialist, I tell you. Okay. So, here we go. Here's our Halloween special, starting.
Censor stage rear. A desk with a receptionist to the right. A chair and trash can to the left. Sight impaired security guard and delinquent enter stage right.
Have a seat there.
Points to trash can.
The VP will be with you soon.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Cast drifts on stage left and right. Mills about.
Sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the lunch hour comes, watching the kids stroll away. Then I watch them stroll back in the game.
He's sitting in the office all day, watching the time tick away. He's sitting in the office all day, wasting time.
I left my class for a bit, and I headed for the smoking pit. 'Cause I got nothing still to learn. Looks like nothing's gonna come my way, so...
He's sitting in the office all day, watching the time tick away. He's sitting in the office all day, wasting time.
Well, looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything seems to stay the same. I can't do what my teachers tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here waiting all alone. This trouble won't leave me alone. Many school halls I roam, just to make this office my home.
Now he's sitting in the office all day, watching the time tick away. He's sitting in the office all day, wasting time. Cast exits the stage, leaving only delinquent and the receptionist.
Good morning, John Paul II. How may I help you? Haha. And how would you spell his name? XKP9? Are you sure that's a 9? Yes, ma'am. I'm sure you know how to spell your own son's name. So after the 9, there's another X?
As a stage blackened for the scene change, Jesus Christ comes walking across the front of the stage, dragging a cross, singing from off stage. Jesus Christ, superstar, who are you? What have you sacrificed? Jesus pauses in the center stage.
Bless you, my children. You haven't by any chance seen 12 disciples come this way? No? I know they have to be around here somewhere.
Moves off stage as the lights come up. Fade. Center stage forward. A lone student enters stage left.
Hello, welcome to John Paul II. This is my high school, and I guess it's no different than any other school. Nothing really happens around here. Follow me and I'll give you the 10-cent tour.
Pauses.
Maybe we better make that a toonie on account of inflation.
Standing in a doorway marked boys' room with smoke coming out.
Yep, the boy's right. Nothing ever happens around here.
He takes off his glasses, squinting at student.
You are a boy, right? I'm walking into the boys' room, aren't I? The boys' washroom? I thought this was the staff lounge. Darn, that's the third time this happened this week.
Exits center stage. Student steps through the threshold. A typical bathroom with broken mirrors and paper on the floor up to his knees.
Hey, dude. What's wrong?
Oh man, I lost my little brother.
Pulls a kid out from the paper.
Is this him?
No?
How about this one?
Oh man, have you ever had one of those days when everything goes wrong? Let me tell you about it. Oh, Sitting in the classroom, my ears start to ring. Listening to the teacher, man, it ain't my thing. There goes the bell, baby, that's my cue. I'm going to meet the boys on floor number 2.
Vaping in the boys'
That
room.
Oh yeah. Vaping in the boys' room. Teacher,
We'll be up with your rules, cause everybody knows that vaping ain't allowed in school.
Student moves center stage.
Yeah, of course, it's supposed to be you then.
But I was not taken.
Ugh.
Points to first doorway, and then second.
Well, that's the boys' room. Over here's the girls' room. I'm not sure what goes on in there, but I think it's something like this.
Stage left, a bartender behind a bar, student in front of roulette wheel, and 2 students sitting at a table playing poker.
Who ordered the rum and coke?
Oh, that was me.
Throws down her cards.
Oh, I got 3 queens. Have you ever had one of those days when your best boy is being a brat and nothing's where you're at? Let me tell you about it.
That's you. No, that's you still. Sorry. Sorry about the poor directions.
What?
This sitting in the classroom.
Thinking it's whack to listen to the teacher, ain't know where I'm at. When the bell goes, ladies, that's my cue. I'm going to meet the girls on floor number 2.
No, that's you, where it's
Oh.
everybody, right? Chorus is you.
Vaping in the girls' room.
Oh yeah.
Vaping in the girls' room.
Don't fill me up with your rules, cause everybody knows that vaping ain't allowed in school.
Okay, just so you, vape, what we wanted to do was the chorus would just be him, but
Oh,
that's
okay.
okay.
Oh.
Alright, well, this,
Never mind.
he's
Whoa,
doing the
whoa.
chorus, vaping in the boys' room, oh yeah,
Vaping in the
girls'
girls'
room.
Oh yeah.
Teacher, don't you fill us up with your rules, cause everybody knows that vaping ain't around in school. Go ahead,
She's
five.
on ours.
What? Checking up halls, making sure the hosts are looking in the stalls. No, there ain't nobody here. Oh, my girl Sue, she knows it all. To get caught, surely be the death result.
vaping in the boys' room.
Vaping in the girls' room.
Now, teacher, don't fill me up with your rules, but everyone knows that vaping ain't allowed in school.
All right. Oh, put me to work in student success. Cell phone dies and I'm a mess. Teacher was looking for me all around. 2 hours later, you know where I was found. Vaping in the boys' room? Yes, indeed I was.
Vaping in the girls' room.
Now, teacher, don't you fill me up with your rules, but everyone knows that smoking ain't allowed in school.
Well, that's supposed to be.
One more. Vaping in the boys' room? Oh, vaping in the boys' room?
Vaping in the girls' room. Vaping in the girls' room.
Now, teacher, we are fully aware of the rules, and everyone knows that vaping ain't allowed in school. Teens meet in the middle of the stage.
Okay, yes, there we go. What?
That was my line.
Oh.
And school sucks.
Oh, we didn't want to go past that because this is like now it's
Cut.
cut. We were
Oh,
so
son,
bad
here's
that
your
the
pay.
Academy Award has come and they are
I nominate all of you for the yearly Razzies.
they want us never again to act.
You'd
I'm not
be
doing it
kicked
anyway.
No.
Do it anyway.
All right. This
Anyway,
is
Don't worry,
That's,
no one even make music videos.
that is the Schoolhouse Blues, and of course everybody recognized what was supposed to be
It was
a
bad.
knockoff of smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
I definitely got that.
So now we're gonna get serious
Let's hope so.
because these guys that we've replaced.
Not just Roy Orbison's glasses.
They ain't getting nothing done, so they brought us in to do some writing. And today we're working on their books that they're writing, their personal books. So you can excuse us. We have to leave, and the regular crew got to come back now. So we're gonna work on your books today. All right.
I was unpossessified.
Demonetized.
No, it wasn't. Nope.
I was unpossessified. Now I'm back.
Fair use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get us demonetized.
As you can see,
Sticks
my clothing
up
is
middle
purely
finger.
sponsored
You know
by
what? All our
POJPII and
clickbait that we got there, I don't know. We're not doing that. We're not playing that, right? It's not the clickbait, right? Pretending we have all
We
these
gotta
rock
have,
stars
like,
on.
Oh, but we
massive-
did.
Oh, we did, yes.
Elvis is alive, confirmed.
Yeah,
We found him.
we found Elvis.
He's hiding in my basement.
I'm gonna get us demonetized. Sticks up middle finger.
Did you know?
You know what? Everybody in the school wants to be in our video. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
every video, that's why she,
We're gonna
makes
come
an
down here one
announcement.
day and it's gonna be like meeting in the library.
Yeah.
Like, why thank you.
Yes.
It's like going to the office and just saying, okay, I'm here for my free cameo. Everyone come here and scream into the microphone.
Okay, now
You'll all be in the video.
I know, Ben, you were talking about changing your book that you were writing on, or are you still working on the original one that you were talking about? The one, did we have a title for it? I forgot.
No.
No title. The one with the hive mind up in space around a dying Earth, which I thought was a good,
I think it's pretty cool.
good for work. Are you thinking of continuing with that, or you have problems with it, or?
Yeah, kind of problems. Again, human interaction is not my strong point in writing
Same.
or just in general.
Okay. Now, we were talking to you about some ideas that you could work with, right? And that, like, really, I think with your concept that you had, really where you, to get more story, where you needed to go was the guy having self-doubts, like, why am I different at first, right? And then slowly deciding that him being different is
Good thing.
a good thing, right? And then starting to ask, why are these people so mindless? Like, why, like, starting to question things like, why do we have to go down this long hall and punch in every day, or whatever they do that's like mindless routines, like other mindless routines that they do every day, that make no sense and have no purpose, right? But yet they do it because they've always done it, right? You know? And that, and the thing is that the others, the interaction should be really bland. Remember that, trying to think of the guy who did Ace Ventura, what's his name? Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Remember he did that movie where he was the star of that reality show, and
Oh,
he was
the
the only
Truman
one,
Show.
the Truman
I love
Show?
The Truman Show.
That's a good
I
one.
think
I haven't seen
that
it yet. I gotta watch it.
Oh, it's
all-
good. You have to see it.
all your people in your space station kind of have to be vapid like they were. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and fake like they were, right? You know what I'm saying? I think you can get a lot out of that. I think what you need to do is just start working chapter 1, you know, when, and work up until, like, when does he decide that he's different? Like, when does he notice? So, chapter 1, you just want to ground in him just doing the same thing and everybody doing the same thing, and it be kind of vapid and not a lot of human interaction, just doing things, some of which are important to the
Yeah,
survival of the
only
space
human
station.
interaction he could have was like the ones he has to do with the internet, just like
Yeah.
shopping or
Yeah,
going.
Yeah, like, and it wouldn't even be like that. Maybe they line up to get their rations. Like, maybe they don't shop like we do. Maybe they just line up at a certain time. They line up and get their rations all in
It's
a
like a
row.
farm.
Like in the
almost.
Truman
Yeah,
Show,
yeah.
he only talked to the people that was necessary for his day-to-day life.
Yeah,
He didn't realize that, but
yeah,
that's what happened.
yeah. Like, just kind of think about that, and then like get to 2, 3, maybe chapter 2 or 3, and maybe he does something different. Like, just a little bit different, right? Like, maybe he doesn't take the blue food cube,
Like
takes the
supposed to.
green one. And someone asks him, why did you take the green instead of blue? It's, I don't like how the blue tastes. And they're going like, what's taste? What's that have to do with that anything, right?
Yeah.
And then he starts to notice that he's different because these little things start accumulating, right? Okay. So that's your first. So a plot outline. Okay, I'm going to draw this out. It goes here, and you get like your first. Excuse me, that's not. I'll put it as a 1. Your first complication, right? You know, and then it rises up a bit, and then you have the first problem, right? You know, the first doubts, right? And then it rises up a little bit, and you have your second complication, right? And you know, then it rises up towards the solution, and then it goes down, right? So I'm going to show you guys all. There's some things I'm going to show you guys, and I have a chart like that. And what I'm going to do is get it printed off today and get it to you. Okay, so you guys can work on. Anybody who hasn't written out their plot outline can use it as a model. Okay, to work. You can't see this very well. I'm going to print them off a better one. It is the chart of the structure of the story.
Link is in the description.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully.
The link will definitely be in the description. Okay, we'll definitely do that.
Link in bio.
Okay. Now, so we'll do some work. I want to show those of you who are doing world building something. I want to talk to you a little bit about it. We'll do that off camera because you guys are going to do a little bit of work. Blue Asterisk, how's it coming?
I have chapter 1.
All right, he's done chapter 1, and how about we read it?
Okay, well,
How long is it?
about 6 pages. A little
So
under
I
2,000
don't know.
words.
Okay, well, okay. Let's do this. Why don't we read? Let's read the first two pages, 2.5 pages, right? And then I'm going to read the rest of it,
Okay.
right? After people get like doing some writing. Okay. So go ahead.
All right. Well, here goes nothing.
Well, you know what? He's the first to actually have a first chapter of his book written, so.
I mean, yeah. I got like a page of mine written.
Well, anyway, here's the first draft of Blue Asterisk. Chapter 1, Peaceful Upbringings. When will you stop fighting? Isaac felt the impact of the bricks rupture all the way through his spine. The back of his head ached, his vision going blurry for a second. He started to bleed from his lower lip and his nose. He wiped the blood from his right nostril. When I get my map back, Isaac said. This puzzled the acolyte. You know you can just get these for pretty cheap, right? Isaac stayed slumped against the alleyway. He was in no condition, rather no mood, to continue fighting. He thought, there has to be some spell I can cast to end this fight quick. He continued to glare at the first of the 3 acolytes, as one of them waved his city map around. The students did not just live in any city. The city was Arist, the nation's most populous city, far exceeding the population of even their own capital. Yeah, I could get a new one. That one has my special notes, and I really don't feel like rewriting them. Despite his headache, Isaac talked with a calm but strained tone. He put on a wry smile, still looking at the asphalt beneath him. I mean, after all, You people are college students.
If Eman Alhag is in the building, please come to the office. Eman Alhag, please come to the office. Thank you.
You've had similar feelings about redoing your notes, right? The second acolyte stomped on Isaac's cut. Yep, all too well. Don't remind us, Renan. Isaac almost forgot about that name. Isaac Renan, the exiled noble. He still had no clue why the name Renan was still so cursed. To him, it was only a surname. But none of that mattered at present for Isaac. Diplomacy failed. Only magic would create change from now on. Give it back! The second acolyte looked at the map holder. He extended his palm towards the asphalt, pulling out the chunk of the earth, his hand emanating a soft, iridescent glow. Isaac did not flinch. He knew it was time to fight. He grabbed the second's leg. His arms began to glow the same color as the map bearer's. No! Isaac flung the second face first into the wall he was slumped up against. He turned to face the remaining two. The third charged at him. Isaac's glow transferred from his arms to his legs. He took a sprinting stance, propelling himself into the third's stomach. He elbowed them in the same place where he got kicked in the gut. Now, there was only the first. The one with Isaac's map. The first acolyte was baffled. He took up a defensive stance, manifesting a fireball in his free hand. The map holder thought, "What kind of celestial magic hack is this? I couldn't even see the kid move, let alone use his hallow!" Isaac bridged the gap between them, landing a flat uppercut to the acolyte's jaw. He dropped the map, screaming into his hands in pain. Isaac snatched the map from in midair, running past the first acolyte, onto the alleyway. His arms and legs stopped glowing. He ran across the street, running to the other side of the three-way intersection. Normally, this would be a road exclusive to the military supply trucks, but Isaac remembered that today was different. He hid against an adjacent ebony gas lamp, observing the acolytes from afar. He watched as they got up, tidying up their clothes, helping each other up, and walking the other way. Chasing him further seemed to be too much of a hassle. Isaac's heart rate slowed. He turned his attention to the advancing column of soldiers. Iron torches were held high by both of their hands, each soldier carrying their own somber variants of resignation. The women looked down at the ground in their march, but the men stared onwards, blankly. "The Emperor is dead," Isaac said. He offered no sympathy in his words. Shocking. Emperor Neft had died, and his ashes were being carried throughout the nation. The laity of the Origin Empire would shed no tears. The nobility would be the ones to worry about the Empire's future. Their old guard remained skeptical of Neft's successor. Isaac could not relate. Whenever he saw the new Emperor, he saw an energetic people pleaser. Even if this ruler was faking his benevolence, he still achieved results. Neft, by comparison, was too genuine in his actions. All Neft cared about was actions overseas, managing multinational alliances, and toting high-minded ideals, complete secularization of the Origin Empire. It's his empire, his problems, not mine. Let's just get home already.
All right. Awesome opening.
I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Good acting.
Yeah. No, it was.
Good acting.
It's a good reading. I love the opening. A very good opening conflict, right? Draws you in, the map, the fighting. I'm going to look at the opening sentence again.
When will you stop fighting?
Yeah. I thought that's it's a dialogue opening. We talked about that in our opening sentences. Remember we were talking about that? The dialogue sentence, just like the one you picked, it worked really well.
Alright, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yep.
No offense, but it sounds like a Harry Potter ripoff.
Ow.
Oh,
But-
explain.
No, I don't see it.
With like the magic and stuff, and like the different creatures and stuff.
Oh, I
There
didn't
you
even
go.
include creatures yet.
A Harry
Well,
Potter, like
Like,
Because it has
the
magic.
Harry Potter is a
But, like,
ripoff of
it sounds
about
like-
97,000
which
other
I
books.
agree with.
But that
Okay, right.
that because Harry Potter is a genre
Yeah.
of, so anything in that genre is
Yeah.
going to have the things that are common to
Yeah.
that genre. Wizards, dwarves.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it.
I love it.
That
love it.
was totally innocent, but
Yeah.
that doesn't make it a ripoff just because he's in the same genre.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna go that way, then every single fantasy novel ever written is a ripoff of Tolkien,
Makes sense.
which is a ripoff of Beowulf,
Yeah.
right? And it's not. They're all different stories. This is a very uniquely different story.
Offs of the Brother Grimm.
Well, but the brother,
They're
even the brother
Yeah,
Grimm
there's
are a
different
rip-off of
Constitution,
Beowulf
Anderson,
because Beowulf came like,
All of
4
them are
centuries
ripoff of
before
the
him.
original.
Yeah. The thing is that genres have, that's why they're genres. They have things that are common to them, like to everything in the genre.
He's basically
Magic is very big in fantasy. That's one of the biggies, right? Creatures, non-human creatures. That's another big,
yeah.
that's the genre. There's nothing wrong with,
Sounds like Naruto and Harry Potter combined.
I haven't watched that yet.
Because like in Naruto they send chakra to like different parts of their body, and this he sent magic to his arms. and
Hallow.
yeah.
Okay.
But that's
So it's like
That's-
a combination of like my two favorite things.
Cool.
yeah.
So I'm hooked.
No, it is good. The other thing you gotta realize that things with magic, are that's very common because it goes all the way back to when people actually believed in magic.
Yeah.
When they had wizards in ancient Egypt and oracles and right. So
46 different gods.
yeah. So just remember that if you're writing in a genre and something is similar, like every vampire novel isn't a ripoff of Bram Stoker, who actually is a ripoff of older ones that most people haven't even heard of, right?
Yeah.
Because the first vampire novel came out in English about 50, 60 years before he wrote his, right? But
And
belief in vampires have been around for hundreds of years before he wrote his, so there are certain things from those legends that pop up in books, right? So
like one thing with the genres is my sister, who's an author, told me that there's one thing that makes people like remember your book, that the plot might be similar to something else, or people when they look back at it, they'll remember the plot, maybe. More importantly, they'll be hooked on the characters and they'll remember the characters.
usually,
One example that she gave me was Star Wars, and it's like everyone, they'll remember the plot of Star Wars, but it'll be like, but do you remember Darth Vader?
yeah.
It's like he has his own
It
characteristics.
usually is the characters, right? Like, characters drive your story, okay? Because that's all the way back to when the bards told their stories. Now,
Alright, we ready to go with
Any
books?
thoughts? Actually, let's save the beta reading for later.
no, I'm going to continue with you later. I want to get on to Stevie Nicks there, who is continuing Tara's book. Now, last time
thought
you
the
had
original
what? You
cast-
had how many?
Last
13?
time I had 13 or 10. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Now I have 20.
So you're up to 20. You're halfway there.
Yeah.
You thought about it. You found a title.
I think I like the title Stranded Warrior.
Stranded Warrior. I like that better than Stranded Island. I do like that. Stranded Warrior is catchy. It's short, right?
It explains her perfectly as well.
Yeah. And you're at 20 now, so you're getting closer to starting writing. Yeah. So today you can work on some more. Trench.
Okay, I've started writing chapter 1. It's not printed yet, but I have started, so that's a big accomplishment. for me.
Okay, so we're gonna go. You have just joined us, so you haven't started on a book yet. Ben is either going to work more on his book, or he's going to think of another one. I like your book. I don't think you should give up on it. It's a really good plot out idea.
I'm either gonna write my own book or start working on
And then,
the contest
yeah,
illustration.
and that. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of writing. What time are we at? 3? Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of writing. Those of you who are doing world building, I would like to show you something, okay, on one of the computers. I don't know if we can do it on this computer without. I think we'll be fine. We're gonna pause here. We're gonna be doing a little bit of work on our books, and we'll rejoin you in a little bit. All right. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.